Hi, Lou DiGena here. Today I'm going to be tying a fly from Classic Wet Flies and Nymphs with Dictolure. It is the Pea-Ca-Bou Brown or Pea-Ca-Bou Nymph. For the materials, we're going to be using Marabou for both the tail and the collar. For the body, we're going to be using Peacock Herl. For weight, we're going to be using lead-free wire, in this case 0.15, sorry. For a hook, he recommends a 2x long, and a hook I really enjoy using is the TMC 2302. This is in the size 12. And for thread, we're going to be using uni brown, dark brown in a 6/0. And let's get started. So in the pattern, for the collar, which we tie in first, he recommends that the collar is basically half the size of the tail. So one way to decrease the volume of that is to strip away some of the excess fibers, but also from the butt. But on the tip, what we can do is come in with our scissors and clip away a little bit of the center. This allows us to have a much thinner collar in the front, which we're going to tie in first. So what I'm going to do is secure my thread. And what I want to do is be it back at least 2 eye lengths back on the thread. I'm going to bring in that Marabou. And roughly, figure out my length. At that point, that's about the shank. That's okay. It's going to fold back. So that the shank or a little bit less is good. I'm going to put one wrap, 2 wraps, and what I want to do is get this to wrap around that shank. You can see I'm gonna manipulate the fibers, come down with my nail, and try to get it to do a distributing wrap all the way around as much as possible. At that point, I'm just going to take my Marabou, clip it out, work my way back to about the hook barb. I don't need as much as I have here. And now I'm going to basically be creating my tail. My tail is about the same length as my collar, but about double the density. And just apply good pressure, get it secured down as well as you can. Trim that off. And basically even everything out. I'm not worried about anything that's poking out at this point. What I'm going to be doing is taking that lead-free wire and putting on as many wraps as I can fit. Trim that off. Break it off at the back end. Even everything out. Okay. So now I'm going to take some Peacock Herl. In this case, I'm going to take 3 Herls. And prep them off camera. Secure those in. Let's get everything wrapped in there nice. And now what I'm going to be doing is wrapping my Herl around my thread. So wrapping the thread around the Herl, you can see I'm doing it in several stages. Makes it more durable. And obviously builds a really nice body. You don't want to be too aggressive with this because you can always break the Herl. So it's better to do it a little at a time. Backed it off. I don't like the way that looks. Okay, so now I'm going to just tie off my Herl. I see the lead wire there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clip that out. Okay, now that we have everything in place, what I'm going to do is moisten my fingers and I'm going to stroke back all the Marabou. Build up my head, just see how everything looks. Looks good. And now get ready to whip finish. Grab some fibers I didn't want to grab, front to back whip finish. Lock everything in place, good pressure down. And now clip that so everything, and use head cement. In this case, I'm going to be using Solarez Bone Dry to create my head. Make sure everything's locked in place. Just before I hit it with a UV torch, I'm just going to make sure I go on my bodkin, make sure the head's cleaned, and hit it with my UV torch. And there we have the Pea-Ca-Bou Nymph. a nice general all-around pattern. I find it very effective. Well, I find it useful in two applications. The first application is right about now, coming into or late January into early February or mid-February for a black stonefly nymph. The other aspect of this fly is it's a great general searching pattern, but if there are an Isonychia, I find it to be a really good Isonychia pattern. So hope you enjoy this video. If you do, please like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. Thank you for watching. I see a fiber that's bothering me. That's a little better. Okay, so hope you enjoy this, and it's a great pattern, and I hope you fish them. Take care.